The power of the mind. It's very powerful. Our mind is everything. I've said many times, but I know that some of you are new. What you hold in your head, you will hold in your hand. You know, think about it this way. It's sort of like media. I think most of us can agree advertising, media, it can change our perception on how we view things. It can brainwash us even. How many of us feel that, oh my gosh, media is brainwashing us? They feed us what they want us to believe, right? I believe that. I believe media is definitely, there's only like what? 2 or 3 companies that feed in. I think it all leads to just one that feed in. They all have all these little offshoots, but they feed in to, it really ends up into one that feeds our information in our world. Well, we can be like that. We can be like the media. Let's be our own media. Let's be our own newspaper, magazine, website. Let's decide what we want to feed ourselves, right? Now you think, well, if it's my mind, how am I going to feed my mind? Well, here's the thing. It's been proven. Yes, this is textbook. People already know that this is possible. What people want to know now is, how can I do this? People want to know how to do it. And so I'm going to touch on this. My first Part 1, the first video about being healthy and changing things for yourself, was about eating. If you want to lose weight as a nomad, if you want to get healthy while you're out on the road as a nomad, a traveler, a snowbird, whatever you want to call yourself, a van dweller, a campervan person, a nomad, yeah. Well, or even homeless. I mean, I don't mind if somebody says, oh, don't call yourself homeless. I don't care. It's fine. I don't have a regular house, right? But for those of you who don't know me, I am a full-time van dweller. I live in my minivan full-time. This is my home, and I love it. I've done this for almost 6 years now. Well, back to changing our perception of who we are and deciding who we want to be and making that happen. We need to decide what we want to eat, and we need to decide what is a healthy thing, what is going to give us life. Because isn't that what we want? We want to have life inside of us. As long as we're alive, we might as well enjoy it, right? Right. There are some people that say, well, I'm going to do what I want to do because I'd rather die being happy doing what I want to do. Well, reality is that once you become unhealthy, you usually linger for years in many cases, and you're lingering in misery. As far as, let me do a switch here. As far as getting exercise, do you want to be in a walker someday, or a wheelchair, or having to walk with a cane? I mean, canes can be pretty cool. I get it. It's like a walking stick. But you can't really go too fast. You can't really do major walking down the street, keeping up with your friends, your lovers, your girlfriends, wives, whatever, or your husbands, your boyfriends, things like that. You can't really keep up too well. So then my next part 2 was about exercise. You want to make sure that you get exercise every day. Every day. Well, I suppose you can take one day off, huh? Which is what I'm doing. I'm kind of cocooning today. I know a lot of my videos last couple of days have been inside my minivan, my home. Well, just think of it as this is my studio, right? A lot of YouTubers that are not nomads, they have a dedicated bedroom for their studio. And that's what they record in. They've got proper lighting. Well, I've figured out some of my own lighting here, and I'm just recording in my studio. But I want to get this information out to you because I do believe that there are some of you out there, I think you know who you are, who just need a little prodding, just need a little bit of help to get where you want to go. And I do believe that when you're healthy you have a healthy body, you have a body that's working well, and you're taking care of it, you're going to have a happier life. I really do believe that. I do want to mention before it's over, I've got the animal print. I've got some animal print here, and this is the brown. I've got a set that I have on my website, minivanlee.com, minivanlee.net, or whatever. It's there. Just type in Minivan Lee. It'll come up, minivanlee.com. And it's the animal print and it's the brown. Now, I'm wearing both because you can wear 2 or 3 of these, or you can put it up here. I don't know, which do you like better? I was kind of liking it being down here. Now, this shirt already has kind of a turtleneck to it. But this, here. Whoops, I went opposite of what I wanted. There you go. I think I like that better. And I want to thank you all. So many of you are ordering the neck gaiters. They fit very well. They're like the most perfect neck gaiter in the I was going to say friggin' in the entire planet. Yes, they're really nice. They're comfortable. They stretch out, but they go right back. Oh my gosh. They keep a draft going down. And in the summer, you can spray them to keep your neck cool. Okay. There's my little commercial for neck gaiters and for the animal. And you, that wasn't a purr. There's a purr. I know. Woo! Okay, so what you hold in your head, you hold in your hand. Now, it is already textbook. We know that happens. We've already done the gambit with placebos. We give people, when drug testing, we give them a drug and it's really just a sugar pill and they suddenly get well. I know in wars, what they did, if they ran out of like morphine because they were injured, they would give them something and they told them it was morphine and they would be fine. It was the power of the mind, the suggestion of the mind. As with media, it will feed you misinformation, right? Yes. They say there's fact checkers out there. But a lot of times it's not fact. But what we do as individuals, as humans, is we can really feed ourselves misinformation about ourselves. And then we believe it. Here's an example. What about body dysmorphia? The people who have body dysmorphia, what they do is they feed themselves. They'll look in the mirror and what they see is a fat person, but really they're thin. Or it could be even the other way, where they see the mirror, there's a thin person, but they're really obese. That's disinformation that they're feeding, and they believe it. We did the drugs. They can take morphine and think that they're not feeling any pain. Here's another one, athletic science. Athletes can injure themselves. What they do now is the psychology of athletic injuries. And what they do is they have the athlete, while they're injured, because they can't play, they don't want to injure themselves more. So what they do to keep their muscles tight and in action is they have them meditate on them actually doing the exercise, whether it's skiing, lifting weights, just keeping all their muscles toned. They put those little nodes on their muscles and on their brain, and they've done the research on that. And their muscles actually tighten up while they're thinking about doing the exercise. It's all out there. All of the research is out there. So how are we going to end up doing this? How are we going to transform ourselves? How can we transform our life the way we want it to be? And that includes being healthy and being fit and trim and being the right weight that we want to be. As a nomad, carrying extra weight, that's costly nowadays with the price of gas. That means you've got much more weight inside of your van that you're having to carry around. And it's not comfortable. You're going to find, if you trim down a little bit, you're going to find you can find more clothes to wear, better looking clothes to wear. I mean, I don't have to convince you. I know if you are overweight, even just a little bit, you know that you would like to do it. If you really were honest, I think that you would say that. there's somebody who says, I'm fat and I'm beautiful and I love it. Well, then that's perfect for you. And I'm not out to change anybody. But what I want to do is offer you some tricks and tools that I use, and you can put those tools in your toolbox also. As a man thinketh, so he is. And when I say man, I'm including everybody. I'm talking about mankind. So I'm not being sexist or anything. I usually just say, I'm not going to say a man or a woman. I'm just going to say man because it's mankind. As a man thinketh, so he is. That is from Proverbs, I believe it's 24, 6 and 7. Now, in that proverb, let me explain that proverb. In that proverb, Solomon actually means that the explanation of that is he's talking about when you go to somebody's home and that person doesn't have good intentions and he offers you bread and a meal. Don't eat with him, because as a man thinketh, so he is. If in his heart he is not trying to be kind to you by offering you something, but what he's trying to do is somehow trap you, because in his heart he has evil. So as a man thinketh up here, it's not so much his behavior, but it's what's in his heart and in his mind. So he is. This man is evil. Do not partake of breaking of bread with him. And we know that there are evil people everywhere. Yes, sometimes close, sometimes far, but they are evil intended. Now, I usually say judge a person by their behavior, but eventually this evil person, their behavior does manifest out into the world. But there still is, as a man thinketh, so he is, right? If he is evil in his heart, he is going to be evil in his mind and in who he is. So who do you want to be? Now, some people say, well, that sounds like it's sort of like that, The Secret. Remember that they would show that on YouTube or on Netflix. I think it's on there and everything. The Secret. Well, yes, you can manifest what you want, whether it be wealth or little shiny things that you can collect. Yes, I want all these little shiny things, these little shiny jewels and coins and things like that. Yeah, I mean, and shiny cars. You can manifest those if you want to. But what I'm talking about is the wealth of the mind and the wealth of the body, the health, being happy, being a loving person, and showing kindness to other people. This is where a lot of your wealth comes from. Because in my mind, if you're not healthy, I don't care how many coins and shiny coins you've collected, you're not going to be wealthy because you don't take it with you, and you're going to live a life of misery. You're going to be in slavery. You're going to be in chains of your body. So I want to help all of you and give you little tips on how to change up here, the visualization. And I promised that I would do this, and I'm going to do this. We are energy. We are made up of energy. And I will tell you that an atom, we are made up of atoms. And what happens is that an atom, there's a new structure that they've come up with of what atom really looks like. We used to have that thing where those circles went around. An atom is a ball of energy. And in the very tiny middle is a little nucleus. It is matter. It is only 0.001 of the entire atom. Now, if we're made up of atoms, then we are literally made up of energy. And this energy collects, energy alike, it collects. So that this is energy, this is collected energy. It's of the same energy, and it collects, and it's making a form. Our bodies, our energies, humans, dogs have a little, we have DNA in ourselves, and it's hard it's hard to explain, but we are energy, and only 0.001 of us is matter. We are very, very, very powerful. That's what the Matrix was all about. Remember, people are so powerful, and what they did was they had everybody connected up. they had the serfs all connected up in these pods, these slimy things that kept us all alive and everything. And they programmed their minds to live their life. They thought they were living their life. But what they were doing is they were plugged in and they were creating energy for the globalist or whoever they were out there, right? Okay, so we are energy. I know that's a movie, but we are energy. It's on that principle. We are powerful. We are powerful for good, or we are powerful for evil. And I don't care if you're a Christian or you're not a Christian. Every movie, there's a good and there's an evil, right? It's just the way life is. You can use it for good. You can use it for evil. I believe if you use your power for evil, you will shrivel up pretty easy. I do, and quickly. If you're using your energy for good, I believe that you have a life force in you, and I believe that that is the laws of nature. Yes. Laid down by God himself. Yes, I am a Christian. Okay, so if we are energy, we can change things. We can change our world around us. There are 3 things that we can do for ourselves on the outside, okay? One, I would like you to, maybe my next video, I may show you how to make one of these. This is called a nomad vision board. I don't really have pictures in here, but I took my time to make one. And the beginning of it says, this is what I do in the morning. I read these. There are 6 words I want you to say every morning. Write it if you're a nomad, put it somewhere. Put it near your mirror, your rear view mirror, whatever. If you're in a home, put it on your mirror. 6 magical words. Good things are coming my way. Say this every morning. Good things are coming my way. It's the first one on here. The second one of I'm not going to read all these, but it says, I am reading this, and it shows I care. And then I go into my missions in life, what I want to manifest out, what I believe, what I have accomplished already. I put down my accomplishments that I have already done these things. It shows that you are a very capable person. So this is your nomad vision board. I use a big clip. I use the durable, thicker, small index cards. Okay. So number 2 was actually saying to yourself in the mirror, good things are coming my way, and putting it somewhere where you can see it every day. And then the third one was when you get up and you go to brush your teeth in the morning, first thing, high five yourself and just smile at yourself. There's something magical that happens with that. Just high five yourself. It's like saying, we're cool. We got it on, don't we? Yes, we're going to make it here. And we're having a groovy time. We're doing good. So high five yourself. But so now what I want to talk about is how to change some visions. I want you to do some visions on yourself. What I want you to do, you can do it morning. I want you to do it actually a couple times a day. I want you to set your alarm and get up just a little bit earlier, maybe 20 minutes earlier every day. If you have to go to the bathroom, run to the bathroom. If you need a drink, get a drink. If you need to put a little lip gloss on so you can be comfortable, go do it. But get back down. Don't look at your phone. Don't open social media. This is all I want you to do, because your subconscious mind is still working on you. It's still there. You're in between. You're more of in a lucid, waking, half subconscious, half conscious. So your subconscious mind is still there. And then you can do this at night too. And before you go to bed, you're starting to relax. You can think about this. Maybe sometimes you can count to 10 by 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Maybe you could put on some soft music, but I want you to think about these things. I want you to start getting a vision in your head of what you want to look like. Just think of yourself where you want to be. I want you to visualize in your mind exactly, pinpoint how you want to look. If we're talking about the body, if we're talking about losing weight and looking fit and trim, this is what I want you to do. Imagine yourself, it's going to get better and better as you try it. It's going to get better. I want you to visualize, and I want you to be specific what you want. Don't just go thin. Don't do that. We need muscle. I want you to think about being muscular. Having some muscles going on. I don't got a whole lot here. But I want you to think about some muscles. I want you to think about your skin being nice and taut. And I want you to imagine yourself having muscles. Nice muscular legs. A little bit of behind going on. I want you to be specific. If you're a guy, you might not want that, but girls do like a butt, right? We do. Or, if you're a guy and you want guys, then you know what you like. Girls the same, but I know, I don't, it's everybody is included, right? We're all humans. But I want you to imagine exactly. I want you to visualize yourself in certain clothes, what you would look like, how you would feel, walking in some jeans, being in a nice shirt. What kind of shoes do you want to see yourself in? This is all physical now, okay? We'll get to some other stuff. I want you to visualize this about yourself. I want you to visualize in different situations. Are you out boondocking? Are you out in your yard if you live in a house? Are you out shopping? Are you out with other people? Are you at a party? I want you to visualize yourself being happy out there. It starts here. So you get it, right? I can keep talking about this in the next video. You let me know in comments if you want to hear more about this. I can help. But it isn't just about, just how you look in your body. It's about how you feel, right? It's about how you're feeling. Now, how does this work? Well, what happens is, this is the captain. This is the computer. This is the captain. This is all what God has created for us. We have a powerful mind. Let's use it. We're energy. This is the mind. This is the captain. This is the little soldier. And this does what this tells it to do, right? Don't let this tell this what to do. And so many people do that. Emotions come from the body. We got the adrenal gland. We got the heart. We got, the emotions. We're sad. We're angry. The adrenaline's going and things like that. Or we're just relaxed. We've got the melatonin come, the chemicals, we start falling asleep, blah, blah, blah. We smile and we've got the endorphins going, and it makes for a happy feeling, right? This holds the emotions. This holds our thoughts. Don't let your emotions control your lives. Make this do it. Make this control this. Anger comes up, use this. Relax and settle down. But so many people let this control their everything, their mind. I'm going to think about, I'm going to stalk somebody, or I'm going to kill them, or I'm going to go beat them up, or road rage, whatever. These people have miserable lives. And if you notice my last video, how to be miserable day after day. Yeah. Well, you do certain things and you will be miserable. So I want you to be happy. Let's be happy. But we have to use this. Let this be the captain, okay? This is going to be a longer video. I just suspected, because we got to get this information out. So now this is how that works. But there's other elements to it. We need to solidify it. We need to believe it. We need to believe it. We visualize it. We need to believe it. We need to have faith that that is what's going to happen. We need to have faith that this is real and this can happen. Right? Now, faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things unseen. For by it, the elders obtained a good testimony. By faith, we understand that the world was framed by the word of God, so that things which are seen were not made from things which are visible. Which means, this is Hebrews 13. Okay, never mind, but it's there, 1-3 or something. So, this is scriptural, and it is true. And this sums up everything that the experts now are saying. It really comes from God. He gave us tools to use. Faith. We need to have faith for it. Okay, so we need to believe it. And when we meditate over and over, we're like the media. We're letting our mind know that this is the truth for us. Okay. There's a third element to this, and you need to add this in. It's called gratitude. How many times does God say, show gratitude? We need to show gratitude. So not only are you visualizing and you're having faith that this is the way it is, and then your body starts getting in line. It starts obeying. It's all of a sudden you're not as hungry. All of a sudden you have this desire that you want to go walking more. This will happen. And by showing gratitude, what you're saying is that you already believe it. It's already happened. You're actually giving gratitude for something that hasn't happened yet. And there's the punchline right there. Yeah. So give you something to think about. I'm going to go by what you say. You let me know in comments if you want more of this. If you don't, I'll be done. Because I know where I stand with this. I know that if I eat something that's got a lot of calories in it, I know that's not going to put weight on me. Because I don't sit there and say things like, oh boy, now I got to go to the gym tomorrow. How many people say, oh, this is going to end up on my thighs tomorrow? Well, you're making it end up on your thighs tomorrow. Do not do that. Yeah. And that's just one little example. I could go on. And I'm willing to go on if you tell me you want more. So what I want you to do is, I would say re-listen to this video. And I want you to really get a grasp of what I'm talking about. And I want you to subscribe. Oh yeah. Let the mind subscribe to my channel. I love you guys. I really do. I really have fun with you. And when I am talking to you. And over the past almost 3 years, it's almost 3 years, I have gained some really good friends. And you have been with me from the beginning, and I'm gaining new friends all the time. I am your friend. You are definitely welcome to leave me a message. You are definitely welcome to get on Facebook, on the Facebook group, and then we can actually chat with each other. I have so many friends that leave me messages on Facebook, and we can talk. You leave me little video clips, or you give me words of encouragement, and I can give them back to you. My heart goes out to you. And I also have these. So I think they're pretty smart looking, and winners here. Come on, pussycats. Whoa, whoa. What's new, pussycat? Whoa. Okay. I mean, my singing is okay, but, I won't go into it. But maybe I will. Okay, so, yes. MinivanLee.com. Minivan Lee's This Nomad Life. And we got the book, How to Live in a Minivan, the Minivan Lee Way. Up here. Till tomorrow.